My name's Steve. Welcome aboard my narrowboat home, Moorland Rose. Please join me as I take a slow boat through Britain. After a night at the Church Lorton visitor mooring, I head off the next morning to climb the final few locks to the Red Bull CRT facilities to top up my water tank and dispose of my rubbish which has accumulated over the last few days. Our first locks of the day soon come into sight. Climbing Heartbreak Hill, the next lock is never very far away. The towpath side lock was already empty, so it was just a matter of opening the bottom gates and taking Moorland Rose in. The next lock in the distance is a bit too far as a solo boater to walk ahead and set. With a crew, it wouldn't have been a problem. Looking at the water leaking from the gates, the near side lock is full and the offside potentially empty. The offside it is then. Careful use of the throttle swings Moorland Rose around to line up for the lock. Canal and River Trust are doing work to the near side lock, so it's not usable at the moment anyway. A boat coming the other way means I can leave the gate open for them. And a boat coming down the next lock means it will be ready for me. I'll take a walk up and see if I can help. After a quick stop at the water point, I know there are some decent moorings ahead. The offside lock has been filled in here and now forms part of the pub garden. It is not unusual to have an audience when the pub's open on a fine day. You may remember from my trip up the Macclesfield Canal that this aqueduct carries the Hall Green branch over the Trent and Mersey to link up with the Macclesfield. No splitting the bridge to pass my centre line through means I have to work my way down the gunnel to climb the lock ladder. Another boat coming down means I get to leave the gate again. I like this mooring. It's reasonably quiet and has a supermarket within easy walking distance, and two very nice pubs, the Red Bull for food and the Blue Belt for some great real ales. A few days later, Gary and Nicky on Chuggabug have caught up.
Good morning.
And we've come up with a cunning new plan. But first, we have one more lock to the summit, and the small matter of a tunnel to get through. Nicky has walked ahead and set the offside lock for me. She's such a sweetie. The arm to starboard is the entrance to the Hall Green branch, which leads to the Macclesfield Canal via the aqueduct we saw earlier. As ever, the Trent and Mersey Canal Company jealously guarded their water and refused to allow the Macclesfield Canal Company to connect directly to the main line, insisting they use this short branch instead. Everybody, including the CRT it seems, considers this to be the start of the Macclesfield. The turnover bridge takes the towpath to the port side, to correspond with the days when a towpath ran through the Harecastle Tunnel. The boat in front has been told to wait here by the tunnel keeper, as there are 3 boats in the tunnel heading this way. With the oncoming boats safely out of the way, and having given the boat in front a decent head start, it's our turn to enter the depths. It is quite wet in the tunnel, with drips from the roof most of the way. There are many tunnels through Harecastle Hill. This one, the now abandoned Brindley Canal Tunnel, and 3 rail tunnels, together with numerous mine shafts. Some of you may remember the abduction and murder of Leslie Whittle by Donald Nielsen, aka the Black Panther, in 1975. It was in one of these shafts that she was discovered. As we approach the end of the tunnel, the ventilation fans stop working as the doors are opened to let the boat in front out. For a second, we are enveloped by a fog. You don't realise how noisy those fans are until they stop. A water point immediately after the tunnel, and you know by now I rarely miss an opportunity to top up my supply. Leaving Gary to top up his water, I'll press on for a mile or so to the mooring we had identified for tonight. You're leaking. This is Westport Lake. Our planned moorings for a couple of nights. There seems to be far fewer Canada geese than usual. I'm wondering if bird flu has taken its toll. I'll keep nutmeg indoors just in case. As mentioned earlier, Nikki and I have decided on a cunning new plan. What is it? Tune in next week to find out. Subscribe and click the notifications bell and YouTube will remind you so you don't forget. Until next time, stay safe, see you soon.